Hello there. Welcome to Hollywoodland22. How's everyone doing tonight? I told you I'd be back. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I feel like it's my civic duty to go live at least once a night. Well, at least 4 times a week. Sometimes live streaming once in an evening, maybe breaking it up into 2 different parts. Yeah. Sometimes I like to do that. Welcome in. You know, this is the channel, Hollywoodland22, where I answer questions. I'm sure you have some questions for me. I used to watch a lot of channels on TikTok, and when I started out with Twitch and YouTube during the coronavirus debacle in Los Angeles, where I used to live for 34 years. And now that I'm in North Carolina, about 2.5 years, I've kind of cut down on the amount of channels that I watch on a regular basis. I'm getting a little more picky now. And trolling is not as fun anymore. So sometimes I get in that trolling mood. I like to be a funny troll. I wonder who's going to come in today. You know, I wish I could be an artist, like some people I know. Some people know how to paint really well. And they have very fun and interesting channels on TikTok. Sometimes I learn things on social media from other live streamers. Yes, I do. On TikTok, who's a good conversationalist? If you want to learn a lot by a person who is has some maturity and doesn't take themselves too seriously, I would recommend Human Scab. Human Scab. That's all one word. She's a seasoned professional. I'm sure you'll enjoy. Who else? Koala Store, I think her name is that. I think that's her name. Koala Store. I wonder who's coming in. Deidre Rose, 4878 said hi. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hudson Moore, WSG, my guy. Hudson Moore said hi. Hi, how are you doing? Well, hello, Miss Newman. How are you doing, Miss Newman? I am live right now. Okay, just to let you know. Ryan-ZM46. Sabig MIM1NX. Hi, I'm okay. I'm glad that everybody is at least okay. So, how was your trip to the store? Was it fun and exciting?
Not really.
Really? You know, North Carolina, I've been here for 2.5 years. Around the Charlotte, Raleigh general area. In between those 2 cities. They have a little bit of everything. They have some southern stores. They have some stores you'll find in Florida. They have a couple places you'll find in California. They have a Jack in the Box here. That's from California. That's from San Diego. They have some northern stores, not much. They have a lot of transplants from California here. Purdy Boo Fa. How are you doing? How old am I? I am 59 years old. Late June Cancerian. 1966. Late June Cancerian. I'm feeling wonderful right now. Believe it or not, I really am feeling wonderful. Sabig. Good. Ryan. Gosh. I wonder what is going on in the other room. Would you like to see? Well, you're going to go see anyway. I wonder what time it is. Oh, it's that time. Eastern Standard Time. So, how was that walk?
It was okay. The walk was good.
The walk was good? Did you feel like you exercised your legs?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got together, Miss Newman.
Bananas and strawberries.
Bananas and?
Strawberries.
And?
Whipped cream.
Okay, I didn't know if you got that.
Yes.
You got bananas.
Yes. Bananas.
Let me take a look at those bananas there. Oh, a banana. Yummy. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got strawberries. And dishes we have to wash. And you got 2 of these?
Yes. Because if you eat, like, say you eat strawberries and whipped cream.
Oh, yeah. You know what else? We got apple butter, too.
Yes.
Yay. We eat apple butter.
I eat that with my toast in the morning.
You eat that with your toast in the morning? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm breaking this up. And this is going to be, Julie.
Yes.
I'm going to break this up. And this is going to be like once now for a little bit. And then I'm going to come on later on tonight and stay on a little bit later is what I'll do. I used to come on almost every single night, like 6 to 7 days a week. I come on, I like to come on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Or at least at a bare minimum, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Because I have other things to do.
Oh.
Yes, I'm occasionally a busy guy. So let's see what's out here. Hey, do you want to look at some pictures? Check this out. Let's look at pictures. Oh, look at my angel. You like my angel? Pictures. Pictures. Wow, look at that beehive hairdo.
Look at this money.
Yes, I believe that was 1968 at the age of 2.
Look at this money.
What a happy family.
What's so happy? George Washington.
How do you like my wall? Do you like my horsey picture? This is my gift from Julie. Miss Julie Newman. Would you like to check out my vacuum cleaner? Bargains, bargains, bargains. What, $49 or $39? Was that really cheap?
That was $50.
That was $50? $49, yeah. Things used to be inexpensive, but now they are not. And I am going to look what I got. Money back, yes.
And some change.
Ooh, change. I like change.
You got $2 and 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Hey, buddy, could you spare a dime?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so what's the verdict on North Carolina after 2.5 years?
I bought
Miss Newman?
myself ice cream bars.
You bought ice
Cat
cream
board.
bars?
Yeah, there's only 6.
I knew
They were on
that
sale.
I knew you spent money on something.
Yes, those are. I only eat like one of those every once in a while, so those will do me a long time. 'Cause I can't only eat a half one of those. I'm sorry.
We're supposed to be on a diet. So what are we gonna do?
Well, I don't.
We're gonna
usually
eat like,
eat
I'm gonna have an ice cream bar, right?
one.
And then we're gonna fast tomorrow, right?
One. We're having one.
Like
Ice
one,
Right.
because we're older, we don't eat a lot now.
No, my stomach couldn't
I got
handle
changed
one.
this time. Ooh, isn't that cool?
Don't forget your quarter.
You can entertain everybody
No.
while I'm gone.
Hi.
Here, meet Julie Newman. She likes to sing and stuff.
Hi, how you guys doing today? Happy Friday, everyone. I hope your Friday evening or morning, I mean, not morning, well, maybe morning, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and Friday night is going well. Or your Friday day is going well. Depending on where you are. I know in the East Coast here, it's Friday evening, but in the West Coast, it's Friday day. But somewhere else, it might be Friday morning. So, you never know. So, hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome in. How are you guys doing today? You love it. What do you love? Oh, you love the Snoopy snow globe. Oh, I got that on sale at Walgreens. You know how they get like rid of stuff like they put them on sale at the Walgreens. Well, that's what they did with the Snoopy snow globe. They put it on sale. And that's how I got it. Hello, nice to have you here. So how is everyone's Friday going? The 13th. Whoa, I'm just playing.
I've had just about enough.
I'm just playing with you guys. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean in a good way.
Wow, you got the expensive kind. Didn't you?
Yes, Snoopy is great. I love Snoopy.
I like Mickey. Mickey's my favorite.
I also have a lot of Mickey Mouse stuff too, but you know, these days you can get all that stuff at the, well, they call it Five Below, but it's no longer Five Below. But anyway, I'm glad you people are doing good.
Don't get your tripods at Five Below.
Oh, no, definitely do not get your tripods below. You know why? Because they're cheap made and they will break very easily.
They'll break the first day you open it and get it out of the box.
So, what is that? Look out.
Oh my God, these are really good, Julie.
I know, you can't have more than one of those.
I know, Julie. Oh my God. How many calories is that?
Yes, the price has definitely went up in Five Below. Yes, it sure has.
Wait, it's supposed to
You
be
are
Five
so right about that. Because some stuff in there is like $7 and some of it's like $20.
Look at that.
And
For Fat Boy premium vanilla ice cream, these little bars are about this big. See, Fat Boy. And guess what?
You put them back.
And look how many calories there are. One is 210 calories. Oh my God.
That's not too bad.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure they're delicious as well.
You like Snoopy, but I like Mickey Mouse.
You like Snoopy.
I love Mickey. Mickey's my favorite mouse in the whole world.
Me, I don't. Mickey's okay.
Mickey keeps those Jonas Brothers in line.
Okay.
They signed a
Then.
fucking contract.
All right then. All righty then. All righty then. My hair's sticking up everywhere. I went for a nice walk and it is hot outside.
I'm going to rinse these for you. Always make sure to rinse your strawberries.
Oh, in the UK, yes, they have plenty of stores there that are really $1 there, actually.
What, in the UK?
Yes, I've actually been over there. Yes, I've been to
Well,
England.
what's
and-
$1 over there? They have pounds. Pound is like $2.
Yes, they have pounds
So
over
what
there.
do they have over there? What's less than a pound?
They have a store called let me think of it for a minute.
They probably know. They can tell you.
Yeah, you guys have a dollar store over there. I think it's
I don't
called
Do they have like a half a pound?
Dollar Mania or something like that.
Do they still have Woolworths?
Dollarama. That's what it's called over there. A Dollarama. Dollarama.
Do
That's
they
it.
have
They have Wellworths over there.
do they have
Wellworths.
Woolworths?
Yeah, the
in
grocery store. I
the
think
UK?
they still have that over there. Now I know it might be in Germany I'm thinking of because I've been so many places I get
What?
all confused where my stores are. So
Because you were what? What were you in?
I was in
military?
yes, I was in the military, yes. But anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I'm gonna switch you over to Mr. Hollywoodland. See you guys
I can
later.
sit up right
Bye.
Just in case you didn't think I wasn't tall. Yes.
Yeah, I'm 6'1". What do we got here? Over here in UK, we have a store called Poundland.
Poundland, that's it.
Now, I wonder what kind of store that is. Poundland, where the premise was most items £1 or under. Unfortunately, not anymore. Prices have all gone up. Poundland.
Poundland. Okay, it might be called something else in Germany. I think I'm thinking of Germany. Dollarama. I think that's Germany.
Juana Torres, hi. Woolworths, unfortunately, closed down, went into administration some years back.
Oh.
The last time I saw a Woolworths in the United States of America was either the late 80s or the very early 90s. I remember that. NBA player, Mr. Hollywood. Yeah, not that kind of pound. You know what? I was thinking about Pound Town. I was like, that sounds like some kind of a,
I'm going to have one of mine.
it sounds like some kind of a brothel in Nevada. You know what I mean? Pound Town.
Pound to pound. Pound to pound. Ice cream.
Someone's gonna take that name and run with it. I should mail that to myself. I'm sure somebody has already owns the rights to the term Pound Town. Somebody already is sitting on that, using it for another day. Woo. I'm gonna come on twice tonight. I'm gonna come on now. You know, a lot of people do that. They come on now, then they come on later, and they live stream. I've always been comfortable with a camera. I don't have a problem with the camera. Right when I first started this live stream, I was having a little bit of health issues, but I don't have them as much anymore. Some of the symptoms have gone away, so I have more time to hang out with you guys. I wish I had some light here. Let's see. Yeah. There's a lot.
Ice cream in so long.
What's
It tastes
that?
funny to me.
You haven't had ice cream in so long.
It tastes funny to me.
I know it kind of tastes funny. It's very filling. It's like only 210 calories, And I think that particular ice cream is real ice cream. Because a lot of these little ice cream sandwiches with chocolate on the cookies on the outside are not really, well, they taste more like ice milk or something. Iced milk.
$7.99, not on sale. They're $3.99.
Oh, so those are on sale at $3.99, and the usual price is $7.99 US dollars. And how many do you get?
6.
You get 6 little squares about. How big are they? They're about 3
They're
inches
like-
by 3 inches?
They're a little bit smaller than Combat Bar.
Are they 3 inches by 3 inches?
Something like that.
What is that in centimeters? Like 4.5 centimeters wide. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys are having fun. I'm trying to make the most of my Friday the 13th. Somebody's sitting on the name Pound Town. Nice phrasing. Yeah, they're sitting on it. They're going to open up a brothel in Nevada called Pound Town. Nino Dion, hi. Who's been in here? Let's see who's been in here. Ryan. Wow. Randy. My name is Randy. Deidre Rose. Look right, Leon. Yes, mate, you're back on live. How have you been? I'm doing well, actually. I talked to a cardiologist and said that I'm holding in there. My beverage of choice. Probably my favorite beverage. Probably the Coca-Cola bottling companies, or Coca-Cola Company, I think they call themselves now, makes a product called Powerade. And I like Powerade Zero because it has 0 calories. Let's see what else we got. Something that's not 33% less fat than original whipped topping. Less saturated fat. However, I do not take statin drugs for no reason to keep my cholesterol very low. Total fat, 1 gram. Saturated fat, 1 gram. Cholesterol, 0 milligrams. However, this product from the Food Lion in North Carolina is made with water, corn syrup, hydrogenated vegetable oil, palm kernel oil, coconut oil, high fructose corn syrup, and a bunch of other stuff, and a tiny bit of milk. Seed oils, not something you want to be eating every day. Not good for you. Causes calcification in your coronary artery if you eat it constantly for 20 years. Or 30 years. Let's see. Your aorta, either the aortic root or the ascending aorta or the arch or even the abdominal aorta or the descending aorta. So that causes calcification in the main artery that leaves your left ventricle and then comes up and bends down and goes up this way and it goes down your spine and splits to your legs. And if you get calcification in there and it widens your artery, your main artery, like your aorta, for example, your aorta can get crusty and weak, and it could dissect if you lift some heavy weight real fast or you're exercising too much, and then you have about 15 minutes to get to an emergency room. Okay, I would recommend that everybody, when you are about 45 years old, get a colonoscopy. No joke, on a serious tip. And also have a CAT scan of your heart and your aorta.
See how big your aorta is. And also of your abdominal area, aorta. And I want to check your liver out, so. And you should be seeing at 45 years old, by that age, you should be seeing your primary care provider should be an internist, if possible. That's what you should do. And you don't need to be fat after the age of 45. You need to be a regular weight or be skinny, one or the other. Just my opinion. It's what my doctor told me. Let's see, who's here? The guy's a genius. Yeah, right. Okay, scientist, yeah. It was a cardiologist. I don't talk about too much here, but I did have an aneurysm. The thing is that my aorta, I cleaned out a lot of the fat and the gunk in there because I dropped 50 pounds. About 3 years ago, I dropped 50 pounds of fat off my body, and I got down to like 160 pounds. I weigh about 175 now, but I was real bony. And, I stopped smoking, and I don't eat like fatty food every day. And for some reason, and it's good news, is that even though my aorta, a normal aorta is 3 to 3.5 centimeters. That's a normal aorta, either ascending from the left ventricle, the arch, or the descending one. I'm not sure how far down it's supposed to be that size, but it's not supposed to be bigger. Mine's slightly bigger than that. So what they do is they watch it and they see if it's growing, the speed it's growing, if it's growing. And mine hasn't grown in 3 years, which is really good news. And that's just luck. That's Jesus helping me. It's not smoking cigarettes for 5 years. It's walking every day. And it's, out of 30 days, 31 days in a month, like 29 of those days, I'm eating like vegetables and fruit and eating like a very seriously low fat diet and everything like that. So that's good news. I recommend that everybody that's over the age of 45 have their coronary artery, their heart, and their aorta get a CAT scan. And you have to ask for it. And I always wish I could go back and never have smoked a cigarette. I would advise anybody that wants to have a healthy rest of your life. If you want to live, if you want to have any chance of living to be, like at least the average mortality rate of I think it's like 75 years old in the United States, I would recommend not smoking cigarettes. If you are smoking cigarettes, by the time any time's a good time to stop smoking. I would not smoke cigarettes at all. I would not vape. I talked to a doctor. I talked to a pulmonologist once about vaping. He's like the lung doctor, and he told me some horror stories about people that were vaping, that were like, 30 years old, and had to have surgeries because they were vaping. It's not cool. Vaping is not good for the human body. He thinks it's worse than smoking cigarettes, but that's him, Be careful with your body. You never know. I think my hair's growing. It's starting to grow. You can get a CAT scan for your whole body. You can get a whole body scan if you want. You can get an MRI of your whole body if you want. You know how they say it's not important to get a lawyer? It's important to have a good lawyer. It's important to have a good doctor. You know, I found where there's a lot of old people, places like Florida. Where also there are a lot of senior citizens. Arizona. The San Antonio area has a lot. San Antonio, Texas has a lot of older people. San Diego does. There's a lot of people in the panhandle of Florida. It's like just almost all people there. I mean, at least if you go down into Florida, there's a mix of people. But if you live like in the panhandle of Florida on the Gulf of Mexico, it's just like a bunch of retired elderly people. Guys that used to be officers and their wives and stuff like that. They dig it there. It's beautiful there. There's a lot of good doctors there. Or if you live near, if you're at a big city like Philadelphia or DC or New York or Chicago or someplace like that, there's like a whole bunch of different kinds of specialists and stuff like that. It's interesting. I studied the country a little bit. People that live in rural areas and stuff, they can still live a long life. I'm just saying, but if they don't have access to a variety of specialists when they get over a certain age, like 50 or 55 years old, kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Southern California has good doctors. And so does the Bay Area. It's just really expensive to live in California. I had to leave. I lived in the Los Angeles area in the last, from 1987 until 1923. What is that? That's 3 plus 3 plus from 90 to 10, 20, 30. 30 plus 3 and 3 is 36, right? For 36 years, most of those 36 years, I lived in the city of Los Angeles. And for 3.5 of those years, I lived in a suburb of Seattle called Bellevue, and in King County, Washington. And I lived for a short time in a suburb of Atlanta, and I've lived here since 2023, the summer of 2023. I've been here in a little town outside of Raleigh. It's between Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina. It is kind of nice here. We have friendly neighbors. I do like it. Oh, I know Fort Worth. I've been to the stockyards. I've been to Roanoke. I've been to Grapevine Lake, Louisville Lake. My mother used to live out there and work for Texas Instruments on Highway 121 out near Louisville, way before they built the Louisville Mall. I used to go out there and visit her. That's beautiful around there. I like the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I particularly like what is that? Is that Tarrant County? Is Fort Worth where Tarrant County is? I think that's the one I like the most. I really like Roanoke area. Yeah, those days. Well, it was even nuttier I heard it was even crazier back in the 70s, but it started going downhill in the late 80s. I was there right in the middle of when it was starting to go downhill, but it wasn't downhill like this kind of downhill. The kind of downhill now is there's no money there. It's there's a bunch of homeless people everywhere. And I don't know why anyone would go out there with no money. I mean, nowadays, even if you're a single person, if you were going to go out to California, even if you didn't own a car, which you should, if you're going to go out to California on a Greyhound bus like I did, you just live in Hollywood or wherever I lived. I lived in the San Fernando Valley, which is the northern part of Los Angeles for a long time. Most of the time I was out there. But I wouldn't even go out to Los Angeles unless if I was a single guy and I had a Greyhound bus ticket and 2 pieces of luggage. I wouldn't go out there without having at least $10,000 on it. Yeah. I don't know, maybe $7,500. If you're a cheapskate, you're a young guy and you got a lot of energy and you're 21 years old or something like that. And you got some reason you want to go out to California.
and you're from some little town where everybody knows everybody, I want to go out there with less than $7,500, a bus ticket, and 2 pieces of brand new luggage, and some valid ID, and your birth certificate, and your social security card, and a new wallet with a chain that attaches to your belt loop. And don't talk to any homeless people at all. They got like a major, like, they never used to have that in the 80s and 90s. Somewhere around 2013 or 14, I started seeing, like, I think it was that. See, there's a difference. There's people that are like homeless, like they're not gonna hurt anybody. They're just like, they're falling hard times and stuff. And there's some elderly people living in RVs and stuff like that. And they choose to live that way and stuff like that. And then there's like people that live out on the street that are like 25 years old and they just don't want to work and they want to smoke weed all day or whatever they're doing, right? And they just run around in the streets and they're like aggressively panhandle and stuff. Homeless people hit different in LA, California. Believe me, it's not like anywhere else. You want to just stay away from them. Just trust me, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you're like if you lived in Texas or Oklahoma or someplace like that, I don't think you're allowed to like run around and be like in the parking lot of the HEB and be like rolling up to people and like, yo, man, you got $5? You're not allowed to act like that. Like, no matter where you are in Texas or the South or Oklahoma or one of those places, I don't think anyone's like really allowed to act like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you probably find yourself in trouble really fast, like before the cops got there. But that's normal, like all over California, man. There's just like, there's like people like you'll try to like, hey man, I'll try to help you out. Would you like to go to Jack in the Box? I'll get you like a whole meal. I'll get you like a Jack in the Box burger and French fries and stuff like that. And they look at you like they don't want the Jack in the Box burger. I'll get them I'll get you a whole, like a supersized Big Mac meal. And the homeless guy was like looking at me like I was insulting him for wanting to buy him a supersized Big Mac meal with any kind of soda, and I don't even get it for him. He wanted the money, dude. I was like, what is that? You know? I was like, dude. Guy says Pound Town. That is so weird. That's such a weird name. We're going to go top messages for a while. Is there anybody here from Florida? I'm just interested. Like, I'm trying to find somebody that lives in Florida that knows what Florida's like. I'm thinking I'm going like on a vacation. And I haven't been to Florida like in a while. Maybe somebody, I don't know. Oh, by the way, thank you for coming into Hollywoodland. Hollywoodland2. No, Hollywoodland22. That's my name. That's my new channel name. Hollywoodland22 on YouTube. Thank you for hitting the like and the subscribe button. You guys are beautiful. I could not grow this channel without you. And I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for coming here and just watching me and talking with me. I like meeting new people. Hey, Mel, it's been a minute now. How are you, my friend? People call me Mel sometimes. They think I look like Mel Gibson. I don't know why, but people say I look like Kurt Russell. Yes. It's been okay. It's been okay. It was been a productive week. I got a lot done.
we were just having a discussion about how homeless people in California, they hit different than other parts of the country. Like, you know, where I am, there was a guy that was homeless and stuff. I'm like, yo, dude, would you like to go to Steak and Shake? And I like, you know, I helped him get a meal, and, you know, he was very grateful and stuff like that. But it's totally different where I come from. But I live in a southern state. I think they got like different laws here and stuff. I don't think that you're allowed to act up too much in North Carolina.
You're not using it.
Oh, it has to go back in the refrigerator? Can that stuff melt?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if Cool Whip was real food. I thought maybe it just sat there, kind of like a Big Mac does for about a year.
Ooh.
You're the best mate, stay you.
Buddy. I'm gonna have another one of these ice creams, and that's all for the evening.
Hi. You know what? Like in the United States, like different regions of the country have like slightly. Well, every state has their own peculiar laws, right? And like different regions of the United States have different. They're culturally have differences. Like in the southern states. Including Texas too. I'd say the southern part of the United States out to about Texas tends to be, well, it's mostly Baptist. It's mostly Baptist Christian, and people tend to be, regardless of their political affiliation, people in the South tend to be more traditional. Kind of old-fashioned, and not everyone, but a lot of people, even the younger people, tend to be more religious in the Deep South. Also, I guess in the Great Plains, like right in the middle of the country, those little rectangle-looking states that go up from Texas to like Canada, people tend to be more religious in that area too, and stuff. Things are a little bit different on the East Coast, in the Northeast, New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, like there, or if you go out to California or up to Seattle, it's a little bit different over there. And the laws reflect that. Tends to be a little bit more socially liberal on the West Coast, I'd have to say, or New York City. Hello from Tel Aviv. Good day to you. How are things over there, Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee in Tel Aviv?
Mommy,
Everything cool now?
Mommy, Hollywoodland should know about us being bad. Ice cream.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you guys are the real news to me, really, to be honest with you. I know there's a lot of fake news out there. Well, we go to the shelter 5 times a day. It seems to slow down since the beginning of the conflict. So are we on day 13 or 14 of this now?
I think it's 13. I think it's 13.
Yeah, you guys have been through some rough stuff in the last few years. Yeah. I'm praying for you. I am. I'm praying for Israelis right now. It's not my place to make a comment about your government or anything like that. I can read what's going on, but I just won't make any comments. But I'm glad that things are slowing down with those incoming drones, and I think that what's happened is that a lot of their stockpile over there in Persia, their stockpiles of ballistic missiles, and also the manufacturing facilities where they make the ballistic missiles have been taken out. Probably most of them, if not all, they've been taken out by now. There's been some heavy strategic strikes over there, and that's a good thing, because now it's really slowed down a lot. And, you know, I heard that one of the United States Navy destroyers is using some new weapon that costs pennies. Very, very inexpensive. A cheap way of taking down a $30,000 drone that might have an incendiary bomb on it or something like that with a laser.
and it costs like what, 35 cents to take down a $30,000 drone. That's a deal. And so I don't think that drones are going to be the future of I do not believe that aerial drones are going to be the big thing in warfare going forward. I think it's going to be lasers. Now that I'm a layman, I'm not an engineer or anything, but I have a lot of engineers in my family, and they've been talking about it for years. That lasers are going to become a big thing. I don't believe that drones are going to be the thing. About 14 days since the beginning. 14 days is a long time when you have to go back and forth to shelters all the time. I mean, I don't even know how you guys even work. You know, that's 2 weeks of work. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you just get that feeling like you need something else. I reach for a refreshing Powerade Zero. To make me feel like a real winner. That's right. You know, that's a good idea. Maybe I should get some Powerade Zero. Drinking beers in Australia, brother. Watching the world go to shit. That's right. You know what would be a great place to watch the world just go to crap? Would be like someplace like on a ranch somewhere, you know? Like maybe if you had like a cattle ranch or something in the Northern Territories, like far away, in one of those little towns where everybody knows everybody. You could have like a big satellite in your backyard and just watch all this stuff on a big widescreen TV. I'm kind of jealous of you guys. You guys got a cool country over there, man. And I'm kind of a desert rat myself. I would like to live out in the desert myself. That's on my bucket list is to go to Perth, Australia. I heard it has really pleasant climate out there. Everything is open up here in Tel Aviv. We all go to work. We still do our daily lives. We stick together. You know, it's a community here in Israel. That's hard, yeah, but we deal with it. Yeah, you guys deal with it. You guys deal with that kind of stuff, either the threat of it or attacks, much better than the average person on this planet. You shouldn't have to. And I think things are going to be different going forward, at least in your lifetime. Right. What's your new YouTube account, Mel? It's Hollywoodland22. It's the same one. I just accidentally said the wrong name. It's one word, Hollywoodland22, with the number, the digit, the integer 22. Hollywoodland22. I'm in the NT. Oh, you are in the Northern Territories. Stretch. Wasn't that the setting, the Northern Territories? I believe that might have been the setting for those popular movies back in the 80s and 90s, that the Crocodile Dundee movies. Yeah, my lifetime is getting closer to the end. At 40, more years on this planet, possibly. At 40, more years on this planet, possibly. I'm 60 years old, enjoying every moment of it, like all my daily walks. I enjoy life. I'm 59 years old. If I wake up in the morning, I feel it's a fantastic day. It's a great day if I wake up in the morning. That's the way I feel about it. I go for walks. I walk about 2 or 3 miles a day. They got nice places to hang out around here. Lots of wildlife around here. Stretch, it must be hot as hell up in north. I heard it is. Now people that have, my sister told me that when she went to Brisbane, that Brisbane reminded her of like Florida. Like it's kind of hot up there. And she said Melbourne was more like kind of like California a little bit, like the coast of California. Maybe like the San Francisco area. I've seen pictures of Melbourne. Melbourne looks very beautiful. It looks very well kept too. I don't know if all your cities are like that, but it looks very, I don't know. It just looks like people just don't throw trash on the ground there. So I like that.
We have some issues in the United States with people that litter. They like throw garbage on the ground. It's kind of been like that for a while. It wasn't like that all the time. There was a time in the United States where if you went to the western part of the United States, like west of the Mississippi River, all the way to California, that most of the cities, big and small, did not have a lot of litter on the street. And I mean almost all of them. I mean like Omaha, Nebraska, and Denver, and Salt Lake City, and Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and stuff. You didn't see a lot of trash on the street. Even in California. I mean, for a big city, Los Angeles was not really that dirty in was that when I got out there? 1987. I got out there. It didn't get you didn't see like garbage on the street and stuff like that. It started getting bad like around, I don't know, like in the I mean, we had a riot here. We had a problem. We had some social unrest, but I mean, just general cleanliness and the conditions of the highways and stuff like that. It was still in pretty good shape until somewhere around 2010. Somewhere around 2010, a lot of not all of them, but a lot of the cities, the cities in California started to look like they were unkempt. You know what I mean? With people writing with spray paint on the walls and garbage and broken glass and stuff like that. I was like, I never saw that before. Somewhere around 2000, maybe 10, somewhere between 2010 and 2013, I started seeing that kind of stuff. I started seeing a lot of people that were unhoused, living in tents and stuff in places like in 2013 and stuff. Changed a lot. Melbourne is a lot like New Zealand. Oh, really? It is. My career was playing the drums for Disney for 20 years at the parks. I did a lot of cover songs and a great life. Oh, that's cool. Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. I'll sub to your other channel after the live, Mel. I dropped you a like too and smashed the hearts too to get you into the algorithm. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hollywoodland22. Are you catching my channel through at Hollywoodland21, or is it at Hollywoodland22? Because the name of my channel is Hollywoodland22. You might be taken to my channel via at Hollywoodland21. 21, really? At Hollywoodland21. That's my handle. That's my handle. When you see me, when you see when you type in Hollywoodland22, you'll see my avatar. It's black background with a cursive uppercase H. That's orange. You'll see a lot of ridiculous videos with me in it. And my friend, Julie Newman here. 54 minutes and 3 seconds. Wow. I see it now in the description, 22. Okay, perfect. That's cool, Mr. Thank you for supporting my channel at Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. And I think Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. That's wonderful. I'll be more than happy to subscribe to your channel. Got ya, the Kula one. Yeah. I guess either one will bring you to me. Oh, I wanted to have my channel name Hollywoodland21, but somebody had already picked it. Right? So this is what I got. Does anybody know what eczema is? Eczema It's like some people have it. Like if you got some kind of Scotch Irish in you, you know, you got that stuff like that red. I got it. It's time for some Lubriderm. I'll be right back. Did I wash my hands just now? Like something? I thought it was for the trap. The one that I have here, let them know that I'm going to be around for a little while. Man, I'll put some Lubriderm on. There is a special medication that a dermatologist can give you. It starts with an M. I'm not sure what it's called. You cannot get it in the United States at the dosage that you need. It's a topical cream for eczema, which is dry, cracking skin for absolutely no reason, because I do not lay brick anymore. There was a time when I was a young man and I would do crazy stuff like do construction labor and stuff like that. Way when I was like 18, 19, 20 years old. But I would have rough hands and calluses, but I did not have eczema. It sucks. Some Scotch whiskey right now. We like bourbon over here, and you drink corn liquor over here. I haven't had alcohol in almost 19 years. Any alcohol. I used to drink a lot. I must have some Irish in me. You know what I mean? Wow. I'll tell you what. I have a little bit of that medication. I might have to go to the urgent care and see the doctor. I don't think I have to go to a dermatologist. They already saw me before. OFC you did. Crisillo. Not if you haven't drank in 19 years. Yeah, I haven't drank in 19 years. I wasn't a guy that drank like hard liquor all the time, but I used to drink on the weekends. I used to wait to the weekends. What do they call them in the United States? When you go to those 12-step recovery meetings like Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff. I know they got them in the UK too. And all the Commonwealth nations. I think they have them in other countries too. Well, probably not in the Middle East, because I heard that it's very against the law there to drink. But they did help a lot, you know. Yeah, I heard that, Anonymous. I heard that the inventor of petroleum jelly ate a spoonful of it every day and lived to be 96 despite that. That is really odd. Us Israelis love wine. We drink it everywhere. Oh, and we love coffee. Lots and lots of coffee. Always good, but it's everywhere. Do you drink your coffee? You know what? I heard that people in the Mediterranean, whether it's Israel or Greece or Egypt or even Libya or any of those places around there, they drink coffee, and they drink strong coffee. I heard the coffee's really good there. I'm not sure what kind of coffee you drink. You probably drink all kinds. Yeah, I knew about that. I don't know where. I think I heard that from a professor in university back in 1985 or 6 or 7, one of those days. I graduated high school in 1984, so that, I just thought about it. When I went to university, we did not have the World Wide Web. We used card catalogs and had to pay
we go to the bulletin board in the cafeteria, or maybe in the hallways, there was like a bulletin board where people put up index cards with their services of secretarial services, and there was students and other people that lived near the university, mostly ladies that would type your papers for you. That's ancient times. Was coffee founded? Plus 7 coffee is widely believed to be originated in the ancient coffee forest of the Ethiopian plateau, specifically the Kaffa region. It is possible. I'd have to look that up. I know that coffee grows in South America, but I'm not sure it came from South America, or maybe coffee comes from multiple places. And I know they have some kind of a bitter kind of a stimulant drink that comes from Africa somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't know what it's called. You know, delicious Powerade. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Feel Good Friday. No, I meant to say that it's actually true about the coffee that was not supposed to be there. Really? Ethiopia and down in South America, way down there. But there's a guy that was in the papers maybe 5 years ago. I think he's passed away by now, but he lived in Texas in the United States, and he was in World War II, and he's a older gentleman. He lived like over 100 years old, and he got up at 4:30 in the morning, and he drank about 4 or 5 cups of coffee in the morning. And eat like certain, just it's amazing what he would eat, you know. And then he'd like have a piece of toast or strawberry jam on it. He'd just sit there on his rocket chair, you know, and then he would have a couple shots of whiskey and smoke a cigar. He'd go to bed like real early, like around 8 o'clock at night. This guy lived to be like 100 and something, like 106 or 7 or some. This dude lived a long time, man. He used to drink a gang of coffee, but he was still drinking whiskey too. I don't know if you saw him on the internet. My grandpa lived into his 80s. He would drink coffee all day long. I know, man. I'm 59. I find myself drinking coffee all day long, Mr. Newhouse. Fun fact, the coffee bean comes from the fruit plant. Really? Whiskey and cigars sounds great. I went to a community college. I took some classes in Rutgers too, university, long time ago. I didn't go to a major college. Most of what I learned was on the job. Wow. I really appreciate you guys coming in tonight. I'm going to come back later tonight. Yeah. Thank you for hitting the like and the subscribe button. Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to get these bananas out. We got bananas here. Bananas are for eating. I eat fruit. I'm not one. Yeah, I got my fair share of trolls coming here. Well, we're going to get one more cold snap here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're in the Piedmont. We're in the area just east of the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
And but we're far enough south that we don't really get real strong winters. We can get some cold snaps down here, but our winters are mostly mild, even though snow can lay here. It's not like Pennsylvania or New York State or New England or one of those places where it snows a lot. It's easier. It's easier on my back, too. Okay, we're going to come in here for a little while. Just a little while we're going to come in here. Miss Newman. I'm in the bedroom now. Oh my God. La, 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 la. Don't touch that dial. You know I'm going to be back soon. What if you go all by your lonesome? Well, you thought I was going to leave, didn't you? But you were wrong. I'm back. What do we got here? Who's watching here? Yes, I drink 2 cups of water when I get up, and after drinking espresso, do a glass of water afterwards. Wow, that'll get toxins out of you. Rainbow, yes, you are right. I also don't remember the brand. I would Google it and see. I'm gonna go to your channel too. You just drink water when you wake up now. M Newhouse 84. Thank you. It comes from monkey poop. It's actually a delicacy, and it's very expensive. I haven't tried it yet. Wow, that sounds interesting. But you know what I like to drink? Well, you know, when I get thirsty, and I'm really looking to quench my thirst, I don't have to think very hard. I just act. I just reach out and grab a hold of some delicious Powerade Zero with 0 calories from the Coca-Cola company. Powerade Zero. It's cool. It's refreshing. And you know, when I drink Powerade Zero, it makes me feel like a real winner. A winner. I says a winner. That's right. Winning. And you know what? When you watch Hollywoodland22 or Hollywoodland21, either one brings you to me, it makes a driver and a winner. And things are going to change for you. I can feel it. I can feel it. Just like I can feel this eczema. Who all's in here? How is the famous, you mean the infamous Julie Newman? Dakula 1 asks, how the famous Julie Newman is. DeCulo asked, how are you doing?
How am I doing?
How are you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Are you well?
Yes, I am very well. Thank you.
Oh, you're not awesome or fantastic? Just well today, right?
I am very well. Thank you for asking.
She is very well. Thank you for asking. You guys are great. Thanks for hitting the like and the subscribe button. It'll make you a winner too. Oh, the mint tea was Cynthia Husband 106. Mint tea started tearing up my stomach. Maybe you should try a different kind.
Hey, we gotta put in the stuff right here, and we gotta get it done. We gotta get this done right now, because there's no going back.
Yeah, I drink mine warm.
Let's go get this done right now.
I drink mine warm.
Okay?
Yeah, I drink water warm. I don't drink soda. I drink soda warm, even diet soda. I don't drink that much soda, but I drink soda warm also.
But we gotta get it done right away.
Going to try that. Cynthia Husband 106. Yeah, try something else besides the mint.
We gotta get this.
Oh, I'm going to try blue Powerade too. We're going to try different kinds. Wasn't her name Ashley like a few weeks ago? Yes, but she decided to go with a different name now. She's Julie Newman, which actually is her real name. But you'll never find her.
Hands right out of the way. Right?
She's just around.
Hands out of the way.
Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. As Pierce Brosnan is actually a friend of mine, believe it or not, believe that or not, you remind me of him and his personality. He's very much like you, Mr. Hollywood. Really, I did not know that. I did not know that. I like Pierce Brosnan as an actor. I saw him in film, and he was a really good actor. He did a fantastic job. Oh, strictly drinking mint tea. Okay. Some people just can't drink that stuff, Cynthia. You don't want to hurt the lining in your stomach or anything like that. I don't know if you've ever tried eating yogurt. Yogurt helps with gut health. Real yogurt helps with gut health. My doctor told me that. Coffee raises blood pressure. Not good for you. Really, I'm going to ask my doctor about drinking this coffee. I have low blood pressure, actually. James Bond, you say, Mr. Rainbow. James Bond. James Bond. Yes, James Bond is right. He was good too. All those movies. She's a mysterious woman. Yes, she is. Yes, I have Greek yogurt for breakfast. I love yogurt. I like yogurt and granola and all the rest of that hippie food. You know, the hippies came up with some good stuff. Like, don't cut down all the forests. Be nice to animals. Eat yogurt, granola. Government insurance for the poor and needy. Some of those ideas that the American liberals came up with pretty good. Who was the best Bond? That's hard to tell. My father thought that the first one was the best. What's his name? Sean Connery. I like Pierce Brosnan, and some of the younger guys like this new James Bond, but he's kind of doesn't remind. I don't know. He's kind of like a different kind of James Bond. This new James Bond. I heard this guy that plays the new James Bond he doesn't really care for Hollywood that much. Like, he just does the work and goes away. Coffer is actually good, but that's all hearsay. You never know. Maybe he loves Hollywood. Gary Slicker, coffee is actually good for you, but not in high doses. But if you wake up and wait 2 hours and drink coffee to boost your day, really, Gary Slicker says that. I had hippie teachers when I went to elementary school and junior high school, or what you call middle school here. Pierce Brosnan was your favorite. He was my favorite too. You know, about the best bond, I would say it's like getting a pair of shoes. It's all for each person, I believe. Whatever floats your boat. It's like different strokes for different folks, right? You know what? I love you guys coming in. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm going to have to cut it off for here. It's about 1 hour and 16 minutes now, and I will be back later on tonight. Okay, I'm not sure when, but I will be back on later on. Okay, I want to thank everyone for hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, keeping me company. You guys, Sean Connery. That's what she likes, Sean Connery. Some people like that. I won't be too late. I got to take care of some things, and I'll be back to talk with you guys later. Thanks for watching Hollywoodland 22. Stay safe, everybody.